Welcome back to The Explainer, folks. We're jumping straight into a massive, high-energy recap of a match that absolutely rocked Hard Rock Stadium in Miami on June 26, 2026. If you've been tracking the group stages, you already know things are heating up. But what we witnessed between Senegal and Iraq, man, it was nothing short of a cinematic sports drama. We're going to break down exactly how this matchup unfolded, step by step, using the raw data to give you the clearest picture possible of this incredible showdown. Let's get into it. 5-0? I mean, wow. In the modern international game, at this elite level of competition, blowouts of this magnitude are incredibly rare. Senegal didn't just beat Iraq. They completely ran right over them. They dismantled them across every single blade of grass in Miami. But to truly grasp a scoreline like this, we have to rewind past the final whistle to the exact moment this match fractured. And here is the massive hook of the match. A disastrous straight red card in the 13th minute. Just imagine your entire tactical game plan being tossed right out the window before you've even worked up a sweat. We see early bookings all the time, sure, but a straight red just 13 minutes into a do-or-die international clash? That instantly changes the entire trajectory of the game. It completely rips up the playbook for both sides. Section 1. A 5-goal masterclass. The catalyst and the avalanche. Section 2. The must-win context and the stakes at Hard Rock Stadium. Now, what's really fascinating here is the sheer contrast in motivation. On one side, you've got Senegal, managed by coach Aliou Cissé, fielding absolute global superstars like Sadio Mane and Ismaila Sarr. They're coming off a really painful 3-2 loss to Norway. So for them, a win isn't just nice to have. They're absolutely desperate for a massive blowout victory, just to keep their qualification hopes alive. Then, on the other side, you have Iraq under coach Graham Arnold. Before a single ball is even kicked in Miami, their elimination from the group stage is already confirmed. Because, let's be honest, Iraq was living a total group stage nightmare. A brutal 4-1 loss to Norway, followed immediately by a heavy 3-0 loss to France. 0 wins heading into Miami, they stepped onto that pitch carrying the heavy emotional baggage of a tournament that had completely slipped through their fingers. Section 3. The early opener and red card. The 13th minute catalyst. So the whistle blows and Senegal comes out absolutely flying. Just 7 minutes in, Habib Diarra breaks through and opens the scoring. Senegal is up 1-0, and the pressure is instantly on. But then, literally 6 minutes later, the 13th minute, disaster strikes. An Iraq midfielder goes in for a dangerous tackle. The referee doesn't even hesitate. Straight red card. In the span of just 6 minutes, Iraq goes a goal down and a man down. 10 men for 77 minutes. At this level of football, playing down a man against a star-studded, desperate team like Senegal for almost the whole match, it's practically a physical impossibility. Try running in that sweltering Miami heat against fresh, world-class attackers while constantly shifting to cover the missing man. From the 13th minute on, it really became less about Iraq winning and way more about sheer survival. Let's speed things back up for Section 4. Sarr and Gueye dominate, the second half avalanche. Right after the break, the floodgates completely opened. Ismaila Sarr strikes quickly to double the lead to 2-0. Keep in mind, Senegal started both Sadio Mane and Ismaila Sarr, which is just an immense amount of attacking talent pressing against an exhausted 10-man Iraqi defense. Sarr capitalizes perfectly. And to really put Sarr's performance into perspective, this was his 3rd goal of the entire tournament. He wasn't just having a good game in Miami. The guy has been a consistent, lethal threat for Senegal throughout the entire group stage. But hey, Senegal was far from done, and coach Aliou Cissé's substitutions proved to be absolutely devastating. Substitute Pape Gueye comes off the bench late in the game, fresh against super tired legs, and just delivers a rapid-fire brace. 2 quick goals that completely put the result beyond any shadow of a doubt, blowing the scoreline up to 4-0. So the final picture is just one of ruthless, multi-score execution. You've got Diarra with the opener, Sarr with that crucial second, a devastating brace right off the bench from Gueye, and then a final 5th distinct goal to wrap up the whole shebang. 5 goals, an absolute avalanche of offensive power against a totally depleted Iraqi squad. Section 5. Qualification and final analysis. The aftermath. Let's take a second to listen to the post-match comments from Iraq's coach, Graham Arnold. He said, "The country should be proud of how its team played." It's actually a pretty fascinating quote to analyze, right? There's this stark contrast, these brave defensive words from a manager just trying to protect his players' morale, set against the harsh reality of 3 blowout losses. It really speaks volumes about the intense emotional management required in international sports when a tournament goes entirely off the rails. Now, for Senegal, the true tension is honestly just beginning. They are locked in this fierce competition for a best third place spot to advance. They did their job on the pitch today, but their official status? Waiting. They are just waiting on the late matches. They are entirely at the mercy of how the rest of the groups finish up. And it really all comes down to a crucial stat, a +2 goal difference. Senegal finished their group stage at +2. That 5-0 surge we just talked about, it wasn't just about pride. It was a mathematical necessity to erase the deficit from that 3-2 loss to Norway. They did absolutely everything they could in Miami. Now the players and the fans just have to anxiously watch the scoreboard deep into the night. Which leaves us with the ultimate cliffhanger. So, will we see Senegal in the round of 32? Was this incredible cinematic 5-0 blowout enough to survive the brutal math of the group stage? We literally won't know until the final whistle blows across the rest of the tournament. Let me know what you guys think down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and make sure you stick around to catch our explainer on the Cabo Verde versus Saudi Arabia match next. See you then.